Nails or screws? Okay, so screws when you're framing or you're building, most screws are tested. I know the North American screws, they're tested to a certain degree to where each screw holds a certain amount of pressure and balance. Okay, so nails have more flexibility when it's being placed under pressure once it's put inside of a joint. Like say you're putting it to scabbing two pieces of board together, or you're putting in a stud or a joist roofing. So it will bend and it will flex. It have more play when you're using it for your framing work. Now screws don't. They will snap once you apply a little bit more pressure on them. They can't withstand the give and take. Remember, wood contract and expand. So right now we're working out and getting the sides taken care of. The schematics call for one coming there. We put it up. It was too high, 4 inches too high. It wasn't lining up with the other rafters. We took it down, we cut it in, and we have that. Now it's 4 inches too low. That's following the blueprint. To make adjustments and make it work, this is what I came up with. Yes, there's a gap open in here, but we're gonna fill that in with some more rafters. This is where we are on the supplies here. Got a little rafter jig made up there to help get better accurate measurement. So this is a template on how to get screws in a joint. When you're trying to nail this one on that side, you can put it on this side and hit dead center. Chap is the one over here coming. My fingers blooding up. He's getting comfortable at walking on the 1.5 inches. When I first told him, he just laughed and made fun of me. And then he did it, and then he's like, "Oh, it is possible." Alright, it was nothing, guys. did the full measurement, 9 feet 10, 2.5 inches plus the overhang. Got lucky my drop. Well, not lucky. Work that in the numbers. The drop will be my next one. Scored. I actually pulled through the stack and find the lightest one to do my rafters and the straightest ones. Watch this, and I know this is not the right way to do it. Did my measurement and my overhang. Now I'm going to cut it. Don't know if you guys want to see me work with a skill saw twice. We do work for like, shares, comments. Remember to give us some hype. Give us your input as well in the comments. Everything is appreciated. Thanks for keep on watching. Check out the above section as well. Remember to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Better yet, I'll show a different way how to cut it. Using the sawhorse. It's an octagonal roof, and some of our angles have been changing based on placement of certain items, and we just have to adjust as we go along. Just made 2 adjustments, change from 33.9 and 40 to 45 degree to a 15. About to do a second one and see if we're on point, otherwise we're going to have to switch it back to the original measurement. So the previous angle did not carry over to the tail end of it, so we got to go back to the original. last one was way out of there, way out of left field, but we got it. So now we're gonna switch out and do a different phase. One is gonna cut blocking, and then the next two we're gonna start dismantling the other section of the wall and cut. I'll be cutting and prepping to frame out for this middle section over here where you see the A-frame ladder, the little giant. Just reroute power. Those guys got power up there. One is pulling the screws, the next one is cutting the block. Well, he should be pulling the screws right now. I already told him to pull the screws. The other guy is pulling measurements so I can cut the fire blocking. As you can see, already pull all my lumber, get ready so I can receive the measurements and cut my blocking. And we're going to do it double. We're going to do above the top plate, and we're going to pull 5 feet inside the room. Then we're going to put the blocking there. Then we're going to do a pony walk because we're transferring the weight into the attic. And then from the attic, we're going to transfer it into the ceiling joists, rafters, into the post, to the slab into whatever post downstairs, and then transfer it into the Mother Earth. Got my blocking measurements. They're working on the ridge board and space for our rafters. Cut my first one. Oh, cut my second. I'm normally add 60 to my measurement. When you're cutting and you want to keep it on point, if you do 1 foot 9 and 3/4, the blade should be left of your mark. If you're cutting right-handed style, if you're doing left, then it should be on the other side. Right now we're having issues with one of the rafters being weak. That's why we're putting the block. We have to force it in. I need to go over there and help him out. Those are just done in a way so that it's easier and faster to get. If you're using your framing gun or drill, it's easier and faster to get the blocks in. He's using persuasion right now because the one to the right of him is tweaked really bad, and we gotta straighten it out as best as we can now before it does any damage. And this T-strap is coming out once we get this side frame in and I put in my jacks. Then we'll take out this T-strap, this T-strap right there. a great day. A blissful, pleasant morning so far. It started off kind of a little rocky, rough, but we're finding our rhythm now.